Good motherfucking morning, motherfucking bays. Good motherfucking morning, ladies.
Hey Forsen, good morning. Hey chat, good morning. This is not a song request. This is a normal video with 50k views minimum.
Nice.
Forsen must watch it until the end. Love you all.
I don't have to do anything, though,
Satan.
but if it's something we haven't seen, I guess that will be the most likely outcome. Very nice, very nice. We're good though, we're good. Feeling ready for the weekend upcoming. Very good. Anything cool, fresh, new, exciting happening? Anything cool, fresh, new, exciting? Philippines government is paying citizens a bounty of 1 peso for every 5 mosquitoes killed. What? That sounds so ridiculous that it's probably true. How are you gonna prove it though? Smack 7.5 mosquitoes and you go into the government building with your hand. With smacked mosquitoes, count them. Trump and Putin gonna meet and talk about ending war. Surely it's NA that has to end the war. Very good. Taiwan is doing a recon in China mainland. On China mainland. China is preparing the counter. Okay. Surely they have a chance versus Taiwan. I heard Taiwan #1 quite a bit in back in my day. Huge Dota patch. Huge Dota patch, they say. Alright. Very good, very good. Trump said Ukraine started the war yesterday. Yeah, I mean they kind of did by not surrendering immediately. They kind of started the war, I'll be honest. Right? It's a joke. Maybe. Too soon? No. New avowed patch notes. Surely they fixed everything. Or keep it today? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Alright. Thanks for all the beautiful news. Couldn't done it without you. Ever checked the Overwatch 2 update? I haven't checked the Overwatch 2 update, no. I saw that there was something...
Feels weird, man. Monka laugh. The AI is cringe. Will hear is cringe. Did I just trigger you, or season? -20.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Overwatch could possibly do to save the game. Wait, I did hear something about talents. Did they make talents in Overwatch, or am I confusing it with something else? Perks. Yeah, I fucking told you back when, before Overwatch died, that they should add perks. Maybe if they would have listened to me back then, it wouldn't have died. That's retarded. Why is it retarded? Oh, are you playing the speed boost Lucio build, or are you going for the healing speed boost or the healing build? Like, you know, like it just adds more variety. It just adds more variety to the games. when people play unique builds, you know. Well, yeah, like it should have been the case from the start. It's not terribly hard to balance when you don't spread it out too much. You just do minor percentages on spells, like it's on certain spells depending on your playstyle. Kind of like maybe like I don't know. I don't remember if Dota does this, but they make one spell have two different effects depending on which one you pick. Or no, that's not Dota. I don't remember, but you can pick variants of it, you know, of a spell that you like or whatever. It's a little bit like that in Dota, but not quite. I think I'm thinking about another game. I don't know. Or maybe HOTS. Maybe it was HOTS that did like that. I don't remember. It might have been. Yeah, it might have been. I'm thinking about a MOBA, but I'm not sure. But yeah, WoW has it. Oh yeah, maybe I'm thinking about WoW actually. I'm not sure. I played WoW. What was it? Yeah, it was definitely. I think it was WoW actually. Now that you mention it. Dragon Flight, and the patch before that. I don't remember what it was called. But one of them had the different Shadowlands. Yeah, that's it. One of them had it. Either way, I don't know. I feel like I feel like Marvel Rivals is just a better Overwatch. Like just based on crazy shit like what's his name, Doctor Strange, right? Just like having that as a element in your game just adds insane, no pun intended, but you know, a dimension to it. But yeah, I mean, it's in the end it is Overwatch. They're very similar. They're very like casual friendly in terms of it's a lot of soaking, not a lot of hardcore headshots, so to speak. Even though you can pop off with things like Hanzo and whatnot, of course. But yeah, it's very casual friendly, hard to master. In contrary to Counter-Strike being not casual friendly and still hard to master. Yeah. All right. Did you ever try that Marvel Overwatch game? Yeah, we did. We played quite a bit of it. I don't know how many hours. We were busy with League, but I think I have maybe 20 hours or some shit like that. 18 maybe. I thought it was pretty good. Pretty good. Better than Overwatch was on release, I think. We got some Sabaronis. We got some re-Sabaronis. We got some Sabaronis. We got some re-Sabaronis. Second thank juicer. We got motherfucking Rojescu, Yazin, Krayer T, Ivanzi, Kizania B, and Tonsoki. Thanks for subbing. Krayer T with 1 year, coming in hot. I'm gonna give him a fist for that. Cringe fist delivered. You're welcome. It's almost on the house. Near summer, enjoy your 4 months again. Alright, you guys ready for some fucking links or what? Bet. Alright. Let's see what the first link is. I'm sure it's great. I got some pickle Ricks, and I got some.
Our story begins way back in 2016 when author Colleen Hoover published her novel It Ends With Us. It was a big hit, selling over 1 million copies worldwide, and in 2019, up-and-coming director Justin Baldoni bought the film rights to turn it into a movie. By all accounts, it was a bit of a passion project for him, and he devoted a lot of time into perfecting the script. I mean, each to their own, I guess. Anyway, the project went through a pretty lengthy development process, and it wasn't until Blake Lively signed on in 2023 that things really started moving. Yeah, she was 35 at the time, and her character was supposed to be a young and impressionable 23-year-old, but what the hell? She was just the kind of big name that Baldoni needed, and the fact she was married to Ryan Reynolds, one of the most powerful actors in Hollywood, probably didn't hurt either. Unfortunately, this is where the problems began. See, part of Lively's contract stipulated that she got an executive producer credit on the project. Now, anyone who knows the movie business will tell you that this is basically a meaningless vanity title that carries no real powers or responsibilities that they give to people to make them feel more important. But keep it in mind, dear viewer, because it's going to be important later. Now, according to Baldoni's side of the story, Lively showed up completely unprepared for the role. She hadn't bothered to read the book and apparently didn't understand her character. That didn't matter too much to her though, because she soon went to work reshaping it in her own image. The first thing to go was the wardrobe department, because Lively insisted on designing her own character's outfits for the movie. Hence the, interesting fashion choices that soon got snapped by paparazzi and lambasted by the public. The executives at Sony weren't happy about this and blamed Baldoni himself for the problems, which further added to the tension on set. It was also causing problems with the story because not many 23-year-old florists without a pot to piss in can afford an $8,000 pair of boots, and Baldoni had to scramble to rewrite the script to accommodate all this. According to Lively's side of things, the pressure soon got to him, and Baldoni showed up in her trailer, promptly broke down in tears and didn't stop for like an hour. Either way, bad fashion choices would soon be the least of his problems. Allegedly, Lively soon started meddling with the script itself, changing scenes and dialogue on an almost daily basis, which slowed production and frustrated the cast and crew. She even brought in her husband Ryan to rewrite an entire scene to better suit her, because let's be honest, not many people are going to say no to Ryan Reynolds, especially not Baldoni. Their working relationship took another big hit when Lively accused Baldoni of body shaming her by constantly asking about her weight. His explanation was that he suffered from recurring back injuries and he was trying to figure out if he'd be able to lift her in the air for one particular scene without ending up in a fucking wheelchair for the rest of his life. Either way, his explanation was ignored by her. According to Baldoni, matters came to a head when Ryan Reynolds himself showed up on set to have it out with him and spent the next 20 minutes berating him and demanding an apology. A producer who witnessed the argument said he'd never seen anything like it in his 40-year career. It was a blatant flex of power and influence and a reminder to Baldoni of who was really in charge here. Anyway, despite all these problems and delays, production finally wrapped in early 2024, but apparently Blake still wasn't done messing with the movie and insisted on being involved in the editing process as well. And because of all the problems she'd caused already when she didn't get her way, the studio reluctantly allowed her to spend a couple of days in the editing bay with Baldoni, which eventually turned into 10 days, which eventually led to Blake bringing in the editor for Deadpool and Wolverine so that she could produce her very own cut of the film, something that was explicitly never in her contracts. In the meantime, Baldoni laboured away to produce his own director's cut, meaning that the studio now had two competing versions of the film to choose from. And when Blake allegedly threatened to not promote the movie unless her cut was officially screened for test audiences, the studio again caved in and tested both versions on the agreement that Lively would back off if her version tested worse. And wouldn't you know it, her version tested worse, but apparently she decided fuck it and insisted the studio release her cut anyway, otherwise she convinced the author to disavow the entire movie. Because, you know, I guess girls are expected to stick together and all that. And once again, the studio...
I don't even know what this is. I've never seen her in anything in my entire life.
Caved into her demands and went with her cut. And because of all her hard work on the movie, she allegedly decided that she deserved a bit more than that executive producer credit in her original agreement and demanded a full PGA producer credit on the movie instead. Now that is actually a pretty big deal.
It's a pretty big deal. Not to me.
So you two dig up dinosaurs? Dr. Sapper, I refuse to believe that you aren't familiar with the concept of attraction.
I bring scientists, you bring a rock star.
Since the Cretaceous period. I mean, this thing is a... T-Rex?
Mm-hmm.
You said you've got a T-Rex?
Uh-huh. Say again.
We got a T-Rex show. 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 We got a T-Rex show.
You crazy son of a bitch, you did. Let me get this terrible rule book on it. Cold-bloodedness, it doesn't apply. They're totally wrong. This is a warm-body...
What is that?
She was always my favorite when I was a kid. Now I see she's the most beautiful thing I ever saw.
There's no trace of lilac berries. It's so odd, though.
You will remember to wash your hands before you eat anything.
Come on, little one. Come on. Come on, little one. Come on. Come on. Come on, then. Very good push.
They give up at multiple DEISN beams. Did you know for 12 freedom bucks you get a massage and
Hey,
a
what is up, guys?
hand job in
It's
Vietnam? My dick doesn't get hard anymore, Forsen. Come to Vietnam for handies. Nam nam nam.
Good to know. Thank you.
Your boy Speed here, and we are back with a new patch 7.38. Thank gosh, it's not 7.37 LK, some letter. It's actually a new number patch, and with the new number patch comes an insane amount of changes. I mean, literally a crazy amount of changes. We have map changes, neutral item changes, and I mean like crazy amount of neutral item changes, even how it works. You can enchant your neutral items now, some crazy stuff, an absurd amount of hero changes, item changes, universal heroes have been largely changed. There is a ton of stuff to cover, so let's hop into it. If you are new to the channel or you're seeing this for the first time, or me for the first time, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be covering this patch, and this patch is so big that over the next month, I'm going to be making an insane amount of videos, keeping you guys up to date with the new meta, what's strong, what builds you need to be going, skill builds, item builds, and so on. So like the video, it would really help, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. Okay, on top of that, go sign up to the Game League website, guys. I'm posting new content over there almost every day, and I'll see you there. So 7.38 Wandering Waters. So the main thing you guys need to know is these are the main changes. So honestly, by looking at the map, you can kind of see most of what you need to know. I wouldn't say that this is as overwhelming as it might seem. Roche is now in the middle of the map here. There's water. Basically, you go faster if you go with the current. Wisdom runes have been changed a little bit. I'm going to be showing this all off in-game, but wisdom runes have been changed a little bit. Lotuses have been changed, but are in the same spot. Tormentors, instead of being in the bottom left and top right corner, or basically they're now in the opposite corners, right? And there's only one of them, oddly enough. There's only a single one and can be contested by either team. And finally, there is new neutral camps. As you'll see, there's these fishy guys, which we're going to talk about. So that's mainly what you need to know. It's not as crazy as you might think. It's very, very cool. I think it's going to be super fresh and interesting. But the first thing is that the water makes you go faster if you're going downstream. If you're going upstream, it doesn't slow you down. You just don't get any sort of boost. So that's all you need to know there. Next up, there's these new creatures. It's just a new neutral camp. It's nothing too crazy. They have some interesting abilities. And as the game goes on, they evolve and they get bigger and bigger. So it's like it's an evolving camp, essentially. You know, it's fish, whatever. Nothing too crazy. Next up, I love this change, and I mean love. So the Wisdom Runes and the Lotus worked the same now. They kind of work like an overthrow orb, if you know what I'm talking about, where in order to capture it, it's not just a click. You have to stand in it for a certain amount of time. And if an enemy is inside of it, it will not tick. And so basically you have to kick out all enemies before you can actually capture a Wisdom or a Lotus. Why is this cool? Well, there's a lot of reasons. Number one, certain heroes were just too good at getting Wisdom runes, stuns, or even things like ping, right? For instance, I play in Europe and I'm from North America. I would just get out-clicked by people with better ping than me, and it was very frustrating. So a change like this really balances the tide for a lot of heroes and even different region players. So I think it's super awesome, and it incentivizes people to fight even more. You can't just send some cheesy position 5 to go, you know, in a very clowny way, steal double wisdom and break the game at minute 7 based on, I don't want to say luck, because it wasn't fully luck, but frequently there was a lot of elements of luck in it. And so, yeah, it's a nice change in my opinion, a lot more skill-based, and the Lotus is the exact same thing. You have to be alone in the pool or with a teammate in order to capture the Lotus, as you can see here, right? They have to fight for it, and then he'll be able to take it after. Roshan is in the middle of the map. Funny enough, when it changes from day to night or night to day, it will run across the middle of the map, which is really bizarre. You can get bumped by it, and I think there's going to be some very funny clips where people are TPing to a side lane or TPing to some sort of objective or kill or whatever, and Roche is going to bash them, run into them. That will create some sort of chaos, and people are going to get really, really mad, so you're going to have to be aware of Roche just walking.
So what, if you Night Stalker during the day, you can interrupt enemies killing Roshan? Maybe. Night Stalker ult makes day into night. And if they're fighting Roshan during the day, during the night, Roshan runs to the other side of the map.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Speed here, and we are back with a new patch 7.38. Thank gosh, it's not 7.37 LK.
Take the same one.
Did you know? While Boku no Pico is known infamously around the anime fandom for its graphic, taboo content, many of the staff associated with the 3 OVA project have been behind some of the genre's most well-established productions. Director Katsuyoshi Atabe also worked as director of Legend of the Mystical Ninja, storyboard and unit director for 7 episodes of Mobile Suit Gundam Seed, and episode director for Space Runaway Eideon. Screenplay Katsuhiko Takayama has worked as series composition and scriptwriter for 12 episodes of Mirai Nikki or The Future Diary, series composition and scriptwriter for 9 episodes of All Noah Zero, and scriptwriter for 5 episodes of the original Full Metal Alchemist. And finally, sound director and producer Seiji Kaneko, known famously as Japanese hentai producer Golden Boy, was the music mastering engineer for the end of Evangelion. According to Golden Boy, not to be confused with Tetsuya Egawa's manga of the same name, Boku no Pico was the first Shotokan anime, exclaiming at a Loft Plus One event, "There's lots of boy-on-boy in magazines, but this is the first time on DVD." Loft Plus One itself is a part of Tokyo's Kabukicho Red Light Entertainment District, where taboo discussions like this one are encouraged, with clientele ranging from Yakuza bosses to space shuttle engineers. The staff at the event contended that Boku no Pico's creation was due to Japan's crowded pornography market being highly competitive, and that extensive research was needed to stand out. Research, according to Golden Boy, like most popular haircut, short, least popular haircut, buzz, favorite size, average, etc. Every week we talked. Dildos? No. Ice cubes? Okay, yes, it turns them on, but what's key is that it be cutting edge. A member of the Loft Plus event asked why Pico looked more like a little girl with a penis than a little boy. Golden Boy replied, "We're sorry you feel that way, but thank you for expressing your opinion. We're old, so we like youth. Pico is a fantasy, not a boy, not a girl, just Pico." Despite the controversy behind the series, Kodomo no Jikan, unlike Boku no Pico, ran in a mainstream magazine and also on mainstream television in Japan. However, before the original TV series was set to air on October 11, 2007, 2 television stations removed it from their broadcast schedules, TV Saitama and Mie TV. In an official press release, TV Saitama stated that their decision was heavily influenced by the then recent capture of Takayuki Hosoda, a notorious Japanese child pornographer, who was revealed to be an elementary school vice principal.
Okay.
What is this? A seal of some sort?
I will defeat you and restore my timeline back. I'm Mephiles, Mephiles the Dark. Drown in darkness! Welcome, Shadow. Let's make this a fun game of tag. I owe much to you, Shadow. Damn what? Did you forget me? Again? All right. Did you really believe that would work on you? Drown!
Just attacking blind won't be enough.
Dance, my shadow. Out of my way. Dance!
It's not chips.
It's time for the final curtain call on this eternal stage.
All the clothes you want.
I'll just take care of them all. Reach! Beg pitifully, and I will spare you. At least, for now. Don't do me favors. Free! It's a pity, Shadow the Hedgehog. Truly a shame that you wish to go against me. Take this!
Alright, very interesting. Thank you for that sharing. Yes.
With black pill, by the way. It is supposed to be one step beyond the red pill to see that life and dating largely for men, there's an uncomfortable reality that if you aren't blessed with the right physical attractiveness, status, or money, if you don't have the right prerequisites, you're basically doomed. You're a genetic dead end.
If we're looking at a species, let's look at deer. What is natural is that one buck inseminates 50 doe and he competes with all the other deer. And the reason for that is because then it actually allows the quote best genes to proliferate. Now, best is determined by what actually continues on. The point that I wanted to make was not, I think, where everyone thinks I'm going with this, which is that a lot of the black pill, I would imagine, are casting an expectation on the universe that it shouldn't be this way. Why not? And this is...
What? I agree with this analogy. There is no reason for it to be unfair. Nature is always fair and right. No. Nature is not always fair and right. What? Hence genetic mutations. It's random. Doesn't give a shit about your morals.
And this is exactly like the hater who says you're not going to amount to anything. And the reason it hurts is because you're like, what if they're right? Because the thing is that like in order to be the top 1% or even the top 10% or even just above average, right? You just need to not be overweight. You need to be gainfully employed.
The bar is so unbelievably low. The bar is so unbelievably low.
Hola, do you speak English?
No.
No, okay. I was over there. I was sitting, eating.
Yo sé quién te puede ayudar.
Okay.
Ven.
Bye. What? Oh, okay. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
I was... Here, wait, come here. Esto es muy raro, pero te vi aquí. Creo que tú es absolutamente agradable. ¿Tienes WhatsApp?
No.
No WhatsApp. Okay. ¿Tienes Instagram?
No, pero no. O sea, no.
¿Tienes novio? Sí. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Mucho gusto.
Bueno.
All right. Nice to meet you. All right. Bye. Sorry. So hey, you at least have to try, even though it was kind of awkward because.
Hi. I know you're in a rush. You look very friendly, very open.
I'm not really in a rush today.
That's good.
No, I mean, I don't know, like as for...
That's totally fine. Yeah, totally fine. I wish you have a wonderful day.
Let's or like let's imagine what could be her worry. Why is she saying I don't know? Why is she not instantly like okay?
Could be a serial killer. Like
yes, for example.
But in my position,
but you don't seem like one.
No, that's the thing. I think in my position, in my situation, I'm just seem really too friendly again. Like too. She doesn't need another friend.
But the way you say it is like too friendly again. Like she just met you the first time, you know.
Yeah, but
you have those reference experience.
Yeah.
The way she sees it, I think, is, well, we just met. I don't know you. Maybe you are a guy who texts a lot. Maybe you like she doesn't know you at all. So you have to see that her situation and be like, don't worry, I'm only gonna send you one text, but
They are probably in a North European country.
I'm Marco.
Hey, I'm Manon.
Well, hold on. Didn't introduce myself yet. No? I did. Not good enough.
I'm gonna keep walking now.
Yeah.
I got a boyfriend, so I'm gonna
Oh, that's a shame.
stick to that.
All right.
Not really? Why would it be a shame? Why
For
can't
me.
it just be a wonderful thing?
It is a wonderful thing, but just not for me, right? But I'm happy for you.
In that way.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye. She did reject me now, right? She has a boyfriend. I was so amazed by your beauty, I didn't really know what to say.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm
Oh, that's
ready
fine.
to get back to work right now.
That's fine. Have a wonderful day. That's good. Hello.
Hi.
I don't have anything to do with this workshop. I just found you look very, very friendly. You were in your zone in a way.
Thanks.
How was your day?
Good.
Yeah, it
Gotta
looks-
go to class. I was just here to take a picture.
Okay. Well, have a wonderful day then.
As if it's an accident, bump into her and say, "Oh, you again. Why did you leave?" She was friendly.
Yeah, but she clearly didn't want to interact.
You don't know that. Go back and try again.
No. We don't do that shit in Sweden.
I just
Or
saw you
Norway.
walking past. Had to say hi.
Hi.
Hi. You have a very
That's
nice
your
aura
alcohol flowing.
around
you.
yourself. Oh, look at your smile. Wonderful. So, what are you up to?
I'm late to meet a friend right now for coffee. I just got out of class.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna end my evening.
So you're deep into studies.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, just hanging around, I guess.
Well,
Well,
nice meeting you.
well, it was nice meeting you too.
Have a good one.
You too.
Great. Why is it okay for women to say, "Oh, you're 5 feet"?
Hi, I'm Walter Salas, and I'm the director of I'm Still Here.
Okay.
A prominent author named Andrea Bartz reignited a familiar conversation over the weekend when she tweeted about the joys of being, quote, child-free. Here's what her post said. She's first quoting people on the other side. She says, child-free people will never experience the joy of watching their child touch grass for the first time. And she responds to that by saying, okay, but do parents know the joy of being 37 and sleeping in and drinking coffee in silence and then leaving the house on a moment's notice whenever the F I want? Every few months, we get another attempt by a childless woman, it is almost always a woman, to try and convince us that it's actually a great idea to live only for yourself and die by yourself and make yourself into an ancestral dead end, leaving behind no progeny and no legacy. And every once in a while, the woman making this case is someone other than Chelsea Handler. But whether it's Chelsea Handler or not, the argument is always effectively the same. If you don't have kids, you can sleep in, relax, drink coffee in peace, leave the house whenever you want, and enjoy conveniences and luxuries that are beyond the reach of people with children. Now, the first and most obvious response to this kind of claim is that it's simply untrue. It's a false premise. Parents can and do know what it's like to do all of those things, sleep in, drink coffee peacefully, etc. We know because we experienced those things before we had kids, and once our kids get older, we'll have just as much access to them as Andrea Bartz does. In fact, all of the luxuries she mentions really only become difficult when you have young kids. And this is almost always the case when child-free, quote-unquote, people talk about what they imagine the irritations and sufferings of parents must be. They're almost always talking about parenting young children.
Game of Thrones, man.
If your kids are, say, 10 or older, however, there's no reason why you can't sleep in or enjoy silence in your home or, even leave the house without much hassle. So if these things do fall out of reach, it's only for, in most cases, maybe a 10-year window or so. In my case, the window's a little bit longer because we have 87 kids. Still, it's not a permanent situation. And even when you have young kids, even if you have 87 young kids, you can still experience the joy of sleeping in and relaxing and so on. It just requires a little bit of planning. You have to hire babysitters. You have to get the grandparents to watch the kids so you can spend a few days just with your spouse or something. There are many ways to orchestrate some relaxation time, no matter how many kids you have, and no matter how young they are. You just have to put in some effort and some planning and be intentional. to make those sorts of joys available. In fact, I would argue that only parents of young kids can experience those joys, however fleetingly. Sure, a 37-year-old woman without kids can wake up late in the morning and have a cup of coffee in silence, but this is not any great treat for her. It's just her life. It's her everyday. She has nothing to compare it to. I had many quiet cups of coffee before I had kids, but I didn't find actual joy in those moments because it's all I ever knew.
If you have found so much joy, then why are you so fucking mad at other people's choices? Let them do their own shit.
You take it for granted. Yeah, I admit I don't get very many quiet moments at this stage of my life, but when I do get a single moment like that, I guarantee I enjoy it 1,000 times more than Andrea has enjoyed all of her quiet moments combined. So she has me beat on quantity, but I'm winning on quality. It's a simple and perhaps kind of depressing reality of the human condition that we can't really appreciate something unless we've experienced its opposite. You know, unless you have something to compare it to, you can't really appreciate it. You just can't. You can't really enjoy being full unless you've been really hungry. You can't enjoy lying in bed unless you've been very tired. You can't really enjoy walking out of the house without hassle unless you've actually experienced trying.
Can I appreciate a steak without having ate poo-poo? I can't truly appreciate a steak without ever having eaten poo-poo out of the toilet. They're not so bright, these people. Don Zoki, Silvano, Nidra, Zeev, Scrip and Boom, Blaze, thank you man, welcome back.
Hey everyone, my name's Ham.
My name's Cass.
And today we are listening to Lisa's new song, Born Again, featuring Doja Cat and Ray.
We've been very, very excited to react to this. We've been gone for like
it all boils down to them being religious. I can already tell this guy is giga religious, right? I just know it. By the way that he makes this, he talks, by the way that he makes his points, he is giga religious.
Like the past week, over a week actually.
Yeah.
So we missed this and we've been waiting so much. We literally got home today. It was like a 4-hour flight and we got ready and we're just ready to get into it.
Yeah, we're super excited to hear this. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button below so you don't miss out on any of our future reactions. Also, make sure to check out our previous Lisa and Blackpink reactions while you were at it. And also, make sure to head over to our Twitch and drop a follow over there. We do multiple live streams every single week, and you guys don't want to miss out on those. They're a lot of fun. But if you can't make it to our streams, that is okay. We put all of our Twitch VODs on our Patreon, as well as a ton of exclusive content.
Yeah.
Ready to get into it?
Let's go.
Let's go. Ooh. New woman. Okay. Okay.
Just a little more time is what would make you a believer. Would it show you what it's like?
Oh. She looks beautiful.
The outfit's nuts.
Oh, the eyelashes? Oh,
sorry,
oh,
she looks really pretty, guys.
Oh,
Lisa, you look really pretty.
And she's hanging out here with Doja Cat and Ray, like they're in the same shot and everything. I'm into it.
We don't know Ray. I don't think I've ever heard. Possibly, maybe I have, but I don't know.
We're not super familiar.
Yes, so I'm excited to see what she sounds
yes.
like. But they all look phenomenal.
They look great.
Thank you.
Them like on this couch together.
It's inherently selfish. You're not doing it for anything but your own reasons, right? But it's also instinct.
Ooh.
And most of all, tradition. Above anything else, tradition.
Ooh. The instrumental is really good.
It's like so funky,
right?
I'm sorry. I do need to comment on like the lesbian flag eye going on right now. I just like that's like
the eyeshadow colors. I got that.
I just need to talk about it. Okay.
Do you ever think about the things you say and arrive at the conclusion? Wow, that was really.
It is really funky. The instrumental.
No, it's actually thing.
Just shut up.
You can't give me a non-selfish reason for not wanting to have kids. You cannot.
Wait, they look so good. I love her voice. Oh.
Oh.
This is beautiful. Okay. This whole like gymnast thing is so cool.
Oh, this is a bomb.
Professional reactors.
Okay. Okay. The way she's singing.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, also like the part 2 and then it goes into it. Wait.
This woman, nah.
Wow. That shot.
Very good. Isn't it needed by society for it not to collapse? So you tell me you don't want society to collapse, and that's why you have to get children, and then you tell me that it's not a selfish reason. You not wanting society to collapse. Emphasis on you not wanting.
Do?
Great. Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead. That's okay? You shut up, too. Go ahead and attack me, big fuck.
I don't need more friends. I need pussy. That is the main reason for my life.
I like her a lot. I hope there is something there. I've just got to play it cool and ask her, really, see how things are.
Does she like the fact that Shane does poetry?
Yeah.
The two lovebirds share a drink. Shane builds up to asking the big question.
And how are you feeling right now?
Happy.
Happy? Happy-go-lucky, yeah. Okay, I'm feeling over the top of the world. Because you make my day. Because I did really like her, and I thought she could have been the lady of my dreams, you know?
Cope. Yeah, I don't know. And you're telling me you want to bring kids into this world? My God. Not selfish, Cope. PQLSN, Connie Johnny, Matt Bush, Alan R, Augusti Drive, thanks for the subs. OG Will, Sneezeball, thank you. Alright, we're good there. No further links, Your Honor. I think we are very good there. We got some little games. We also have some placement matches in CS. We can do a little mix mash. Probably little games later. Less effort, less cognitive functions needed. I think it's a better route. Dota big update, yeah, we saw, but I am not so interested. Oof, I have black borders. Is that normal? Oh. Alright, let's fix this. Oh. Will they make it? Oh. Okay, so you guys said the red is the enemy team win rate on the map. So we want to ban, but it's also our win rate. The gray one. I guess Anubis is pretty high. Yes. Why did you ban that? Oh, they banned it. It was your team? Wait. Oh, it was our team. Why did our team ban it then? If that's our win rate? I'm not quite sure I understand.